Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about what are the factors to be considered while designing a biomedical instrument. The factors are range, sensitivity, linearity, hysteresis, frequency response, accuracy, signal to noise ratio, stability, isolation, and simplicity. First one is range. The range of an instrument is generally considered to include all the levels of input amplitude and frequency over which the device is expected to operate. The objective should be to provide an instrument that will give a usable reading from the smallest expected value of the variable or parameter being measured to the largest. Second is sensitivity. The sensitivity of an instrument determines how small a variation of a variable or parameter can be reliably measured. This factor differs from the instrument's range. The sensitivity directly determines the resolution of the device, which is the minimum variation that can accurately be read. Linearity. The degree to which variations in the output of an instrument follow the input variation is referred to as the linearity of the device. Hysteresis. Hysteresis is a characteristic of some instruments whereby a given value of the measured variable results in a different reading when reached in an ascending direction from that obtained when it is reached in a descending direction. For example, mechanical friction in a meter can cause the movement of the indicating needle to lag behind the corresponding changes in the measured variable, thus resulting in a hysteresis error in the reading. Frequency response. The frequency response of an instrument is its variation in sensitivity over the frequency range of the measurement. Accuracy. Accuracy is a measure of systemic error. Errors can occur in many ways. Errors due to tolerances of electronic components, mechanical errors in meter movements, component errors due to drift or temperature variation, errors due to poor frequency response. In certain type of instruments, errors due to change in atmospheric pressure or temperature. Next one is signal to noise ratio. It is important that the signal to noise ratio be as high as possible. In the hospital environment, power line frequency noise or interference is common and is usually picked up in long leads. Also, interference due to electromagnetic, electrostatic or diathermy equipment is possible. Poor grounding is often a cause of this kind of noise problem. Stability. In control engineering, stability is the ability of a system to resume a steady state condition following a disturbance at the input rather than be driven into uncontrollable oscillation. Isolation. Often measurements must be made on patients or experimental animals in such a way that the instrument does not produce a direct electrical connection between the subject and ground. This requirement is often necessary for reasons of electrical safety or to avoid interference between different instruments used simultaneously. Electrical isolation can be achieved by using magnetic or optical coupling techniques. Simplicity. All systems and instruments should be as simple as possible to eliminate the chance of component or human error. So these are the different factors we should consider while designing a biomedical instrument. That's all for today. Thank you.